Hello, Amel Alicia here, matrix number 224525. So today our topic is regarding the whole language approach towards reading. Now, the whole language approach to reading is actually an instructional philosophy that emphasizes the importance of understanding and making meaning from text. It is actually based on the idea that reading is a natural process that will develop in the same way as language skills such as speaking as well as listening. Now, did you know that due to the pandemic, it has caused a stark rise in child with reading difficulties? Now, in 2020, which is most recent statistics, approximately 584 million students worldwide have children that are below the minimum proficiency level, especially in reading. That's a disaster.
Froese, 1991, page 2, defines whole language as a child-centered, literature-based approach to language teaching that immerses students in real communication situation whenever possible. In other words, this whole language approach method train the kids learning to read and write by engaging with the real books and discussing real-life topics. They read interesting stories and poems, have conversations about what they read, and write their own stories on subjects they care about. Learning often happens in group activities where kids read together and help each other understand the text. This approach makes learning more engaging and meaningful, focusing on understanding the overall meaning rather than just decoding words.
Let's dive into the principles of the whole language approach and integrative teaching style for language learning. First off, it's most effective when it mirrors natural communication by integrating listening, speaking, reading, and also writing all at once has proven more effective rather than teaching them separately. Students will be able to engage in meaningful activities like group discussion, story writing, and interactive reading session. It's proven to be more engaging in this way. Reading aloud is a key component. Teachers read books to students, encouraging them to predict, infer, and connect with the text, making reading a shared and enjoyable experience. Next, integrating writing by encouraging them to write their own stories and sharing them foster creativity and helps them understand the connection between spoken and written language. Next, collaboration is essential. The approach values is the social aspects of learning, where students learn from each other through interaction and shared experiences. Lastly, the whole language approach uses authentic materials, not just traditional textbooks. It's necessary to incorporate real-world resources like literature, newspaper, and also students' own work.
Right, so by having a teacher-centered and holding a large book at hand, teachers are required to read a high-quality literature aloud to the students, therefore that they model the fluent reading and expose them to complex language structures. Good morning, students. Teacher Mel here. Today we are going to read a book called The Little Red Hen. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen.
There was a little red hen.
The little red hen lived on a farm and was friends with...
The little red hen lived on a farm and was friends with...
So for the second one, which is shared reading approach, so basically the teacher and also the student will read a text together and then they will discuss and also they will exploring the meaning together.
It's colorful and pleasant to eyes.
It's colorful and pleasant to eyes.
So what is the text about?
Rainbow!
Okay, good. So how many colors that the rainbow has?
7!
So what it is? What are they? The first one?
Violet!
And then?
Indigo!
Blue,
Green! Yellow! Orange! And red!
Okay, so the rainbow is colorful and pleasant to eyes or not?
Yes!
Now, I will explain the challenges. First, phonics and decoding skills. Critics argue that the whole language approach may not provide sufficient focus on phonics and decoding skills, which are essential for beginning readers. Second, balancing skills instruction. There is an ongoing debate about the need to balance whole language practices with explicit instruction in phonics and other foundational reading skills.
Hence, this activity actually brings a lot of benefits for students. For example, the first benefit is engagement and motivation. Students are more motivated to read when they have the freedom to choose their own books and when the reading materials are tied to their interests. This autonomy fosters greater engagement and a sense of ownership in their learning. Other than that, it also can help students to emphasize the meaning of text, encourages deeper comprehension and critical thinking, allowing students to move beyond surface level understanding and engage more profoundly with the material. Additionally, when reading materials are connected to real-life experiences, learning becomes more relevant and meaningful, helping students see the practical applications of what they read and making the content more relatable and engaging.